back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and I've been dealing with a guy on eBay who I believe tried to scam me, and he waited until after the case was closed, after several attempts to get a hold of him by eBay, to finally ship the item that he was trying to get a return on his money for. Well, apparently he's finally sent it, and he waited until after the case was closed to finally do something about it. Well, he used UPS to ship it back, and this is how I just opened the door and found it. Exactly like this. I have not touched it. UPS ground, and this is how they delivered it. Just like that. That is ridiculous. UPS know better than that. Now UPS is going to get a call about this. And I've got pictures and everything. So that's how UPS works. And apparently that's how USPS works also. I don't know what's going on with these companies. Something needs to be done about these companies treating people's packages like this, man. They ought to be brought up on charges for destruction of property, just the same as anybody else gets brought up on charges for destruction of property. You know, just because they're the government or run by the government doesn't mean that they are exempt from the rules. Alright guys, I'm going to tell you the story behind this. It's a pretty interesting story. Forgive me, I'm eating a candy bar. But, as you can see, the condition of the package from the previous part of this video. Busted open, almost busted completely open. With a little bit of effort I can pull that right open. Alright. Now the story behind this, I sold this on eBay. This here was not in this condition before he sent it to me. Now the glass is busted out of it. Now the face is busted off of it. And the part that he showed that was inside of it is no longer in it. Which tells me this guy tried to scam me, then he busted it up. And if this guy thinks he's getting his money back, he's lost his frickin' mind. I'm not stupid. And I'm not going to be treated like I'm stupid. You know, this pisses me off. Now here's the deal. The story behind this is I sold this to a guy in New York. Alright, the only thing that was wrong with this drive is that foot right there was missing. Alright, and it worked fine. I had just used it on a computer and decided, well, since it's so old, you know, it's outdated, I'll just go ahead and sell it because I don't need it no more. So I sold it to a guy in New York. He buys it. He pays for it. He gets it. And apparently USPS lammed this package around so bad that it depleted all the bubbles in the bubble packing that I had it shipped in. And he showed this picture. Now, in his picture, this glass was still in it. This was all together. The only thing that he showed was there was something inside there, as you can see in the picture. Now, if you look at that picture carefully, there is nothing in this drive that resembles the piece that he showed that was in it. So apparently he still got the piece that was in it. So he stuck the piece inside the door. He has opened this thing, stuck the piece in it, and then took the picture of it because it's no longer here. And then he made a claim, or opened a case against me on this. Now this was clearly not my fault. My the post office worker, or the mailman that delivers and picks up here, he also confirmed that all my packages are well wrapped and do not rattle, because we both check them for this very reason. And he said he would file an affidavit signing it stating that. Well, so he opens up a case against me and ruins my 100% positive feedback. Brought me down to 99% feedback. Well, he never did ship it to me until after eBay waited for him to respond to them. He waits until after they close the case to ship it back to me. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not refunding nobody for something that's this destroyed. You know, if I have to pay, if he thinks that I have to pay for USPS's mistake, then what makes him think that I have to pay for US or UPS? So USPS destroyed it first, so he says. I don't believe that for a minute, because you can see the picture that the only thing that was wrong was there was something black in there, and that piece is not here no more. It's no longer in here. So he has destroyed this to make it look worse than what it really was. I think he got it, decided he didn't want it, and decided he was going to try to make it look like I had messed it up, and he wanted his money back. I don't care what the reason was behind it. He can basically kiss my ass. I'm not giving him shit. Not with something that looks like this. When it left here, it was working. There was nothing wrong with it, except for this rubber foot was missing. And if I looked around here, I could probably find it somewhere. But I didn't want to look for it, so I sold it as is. No returns, plain and simple. So USPS, so he said, destroyed it. Well, then he reboxes it into a different box with this stuff, and shipped it with UPS, not USPS. Well, you've seen the condition I got it. So, you know, I'm not going to make a claim on this because I've already made a claim with USPS, and I just basically called UPS and told them the next time this happens, I'm pressing charges for damaged property. I'm getting tired of this. And you know, I didn't open this at the time I spoke to her. I may yet make a claim on this with UPS also. You know, these people need to learn how to treat people's product. You know, I'm just a poor man trying to make a living, and you know, little stuff like this. If this is what it's going to be on everything that I sell, hell, I might as well just close up shop, because I'm actually paying to get something back that's no good. So, you know, it's bullshit. So now I'm going to see if I can't reconstruct this back together and see if I can't fix this and get it working again. I don't know. I may just throw it in the trash. I don't know. Just sell the charger and the cord and be done with it. Because this thing's done been through hell, and who knows, they may have screwed something else up. So rather than to take a chance on it, best to just, oh look, it's even coming open. Yeah, this was done on purpose. This didn't just accidentally come apart. UPS is not that hard on it. Yes, they were a little hard on it, but not enough to cause all this damage. You know, this was done intentionally. You got a broken piece right there. You know, I'd rather get it under a magnifying glass before I try to attempt finding out what's wrong with that area right there, because I can't really see it. But it looks like it's a pin that corresponds with this piece right here, so apparently when this goes back, it locks onto that pin. So yeah, this is what I've been dealing with for the last week or two, dealing with people like this. You know, there's no sense in this. There's a lot of people at fault here, and I'm not the one. You know, I package all my packages because I know how USPS is. I had 3 big bubble packs in this. Well, they damaged the package so bad that it blowed them up. So it takes a violent hit to blow one of those bubble packs up. Alright guys, one more thing before we end this video. I want to show the damages and try to explain what I believe is the deal here. Alright, you notice this piece right here is bent over, and this is a metal rod that's supposed to go in this hole. It's like that, but it's got a smaller hole that this presses down into and stays to this section. It's bent over, and even the plastic is broke over. Alright, then this piece here has, as you can see, you see how white it is right there across there? That means that this blue plastic has been bent and turned white. If this was black plastic, if it bends, it turns white. Because you're stretching the plastic and making it appear to be white instead of blue. So that's been broke or bent over. Alright. Every one of these ears that goes in the holes for this window, every last one of them are broke off. This thing has seen a violent blow. I mean violent. Almost as if it's been thrown while being pissed off. So I think this guy slammed this. Now we're not going to stop there. We've got more stuff to look at. Alright. Now let's investigate this front piece. Alright. Looks to me like this piece, let me pull it over here and look at the magnifying glass. And make sure that I got my facts right. Alright, we got broken pieces on that too. Right here, you got an ear that's broke off, and this corner has had a violent blow to it. Alright? Now, not one of those, let me look here. Alright, well there is one. Every one of these is missing except for this one here. Now, the way this goes on, this here goes on off all these here ears and goes down on them, and then they take an iron and they melt the tops down and squish it down to press each and every one of those. Alright, well, to remove all of these, you would basically have to push them out and break the melt, because when they melt to push this down on there, they actually, in some places, they melt this plastic to the ear. Alright, and that's what holds that tight so it doesn't flop around. Well, in order for all these to be missing except for that one, it had a violent blow to make all those come out. Alright, so let's look and make sure there's no more broken pieces on this. Alright, now let's move on to the next piece. I'm going to have to move over here on this side now. Now, this piece here actually looks like the piece that was in the thing, and in order for that piece to be across there like the picture showed, that would have to have been in there like that. Alright, now remember, when we took this out of the box, all this was still together. And it would have looked something like that right there, because that's how his picture looked. Alright, I do not believe that this got dislodged from this pin, that hole right there, this hole, and this hole is what holds all them together. Alright? With this on there, there's no way that got lifted up off of there and turned. Now that would have had to come out like this and then moved over like this. Alright? It seems to me like if it was going to do that, it would have came out and went in this direction. So we'll have to look at the picture and see. But that actually looks like that's the way it would have went. But this here, in order to come out, would have had to come out of all these holes. Alright, so now we've seen that this is broke out. We also have this ribbon cable right here. Alright, this ribbon cable was attached to this piece right here. Because that piece belongs right there just like that. This piece looks like it's been broke too. This thing has seen a violent death. This is not just lambing around in a package. You know, yes, USPS and yes, UPS are pretty hard on packages, but not that hard. They are not that hard on packages. In order for USPS to have destroyed this drive like that, that box would have been in worse shape than it already is. That box would have been broke to pieces. This thing seen, and if you look, we'll probably find where this thing has hit. Let's see if we can find a place where this thing hit the ground or a bench or something. I'll guarantee you that's what happened. Yep, see, even that ear there is broke. Right there. That ear's broke. Wow, this thing's really seen a violent blow. And this guy tried to scam me like this, man. He must think he's dealing with an idiot. Because I am far from an idiot. I can tell you exactly how things happened just by the way it's broke. You look at all the pieces and you can tell what happened and in what order. Alright? Even that ear broke off. Right there. You see where that's broke. Yeah, somebody really done a number on this drive. He wanted to make damn sure I didn't fix it and sell it. You know, I don't know what this guy had against me. I ain't never done nothing to him. I don't know him from Adam. And for him to act like this, he's probably taken a part out of this that he needed, replaced it with one that was bad out of something that he had, and then destroyed it so he could try to get his money back. I've actually seen that happen. I've actually seen people do that. So, anyway, there's my investigation. This is my USPS and UPS story. So, that's what I've been dealing with. So, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think, man. Tell me if you've had this kind of experience before. If this keeps happening, I might as well just quit selling on eBay because I'm not making no money. So, anyway, you guys have a good one. Later.